Guys, deluded, thank you very much for tuning back in. And if you're just new to this, hit the subscribe button. YouTube's N'Golo Kante, YouTube's Lucas Torreira, the best at this. But let's crack on. Now, if you're an Arsenal fan like me, again, there's a million things wrong with the club, and there's a billion things we need to do both behind the scenes and on the sporting front. But specifically the sporting front, we're crying out for a winger, or at least if you don't feel we need one, I'm crying out for a winger, innit? I'm speaking for myself. I mean, I don't need to list the many wingers, or if they're not wingers, players that had pace at this club, that pulled people out of positions, that got people out the seats, that were mavericks of sorts, or they were either more cuter wingers like Perez, who still had pace in behind, or they were like Overmars on a rapid thing. We had these wingers in it, number sevens. We don't really have that. We don't have that at Arsenal. Like, when was the last winger we really had? We could force it to say Theo. Like, when was the last? And he didn't even know what he was on, if he wanted to be a striker or not. When did we last have a winger, like an out-and-out winger? We know we've for years played this compact style and things like that. And the way Unai Emery is playing, completely different to Wenger, but he wants to be compact. But for me, anyways, we need a winger, people. We're crying out for it. We for obvious reasons, we're crying out for it. Like, we're crying out for that maverick. But Lenny Pintor, I came across him when he was 17 years of age, playing for the France's under-17 side at the European Championships. You guys have heard me speak about him before. Obviously, he did very well for me at the under-17s European Championship a couple of years ago. I think it was 2017. But he probably covered himself in more glory at the same equivalent, but the World Cup, which England won. He played very well throughout that tournament in the minutes he got. And probably, if you remember rightly, the Spain game is where I think he scored and he gave the most credits to himself. So, yeah. I like him a lot. Clearly, we can't sign these wingers that are, like, you guys know, in it. We clearly can't spend 40-ish sort of million on a winger or some sort. So we might as well develop them. For me, he didn't get, like I said, he impressed at the under-17s championships and World Cup. Under-19s, I don't think he got too many minutes playing for that France side, but they were on a different thing, really, generally speaking. But for me, like I said, we ain't got the money to buy these big boy players, innit? So we might as well develop them. I'm surprised nobody's went in for him. Leipzig were allegedly interested in him when he played at the Under-17s Championship. Ironically, Arsenal were, supposedly, Manchester City, and I believe Spurs as well, on his case. I think he left Bastia and joined Brest his last summer, his new club. I think he signed a 3-year deal, so his contract is up in 2020. He's playing in League 2, the second division in France. So maybe maybe it could be worth a punt. Me, I like him a lot. He's left-footed, but he needs to improve his right foot, but he's not afraid to take chances on that. He's fleet of footed, he's rapid, he can change direction, he provokes opponents to tackle him by dribbling. He is someone that I believe is worth a punt on, to be honest. He's full of energy, probably needs to work on his consistency and can fade out of games, and he's probably not ready to hit the ground running at first team level, but I do think he could be worth a punt on because his contract is up in 2020. No disrespect to Brest, I hope I've said their name correctly, because if I'm not, I'm saying the wrong thing in it and people can make all the jokes they want. But either way, the side he's joined now, his contract is up in 2020. They're playing in the second division. We're not where we want to be as a football club, but we're clearly bigger than them. No disrespect, and more of an attractive proposition. And for all the French ties and things like that, it could be worth bringing him involved in this. Because, I mean, if worse comes to worse, you just sell him for a profit. Give them what they want. It could be a very humble fee, in my opinion. I believe he's made 5 appearances in the second division in France. I'm good on him. I've been watching him for a while, and I can't believe nobody's bought him or taken a chance on him. Don't think he's played that many minutes. I think it equivalates based on Transfer Mark, the website, or Market. They spell it a bit funny. He's got 45 appearances, so it's not that much. It's not like Guendouzi, however you want to say his name, innit? But it's not like him where he's played a decent amount of times in that division, playing senior football and stuff. So what I'm getting by that is Lenny Pintor is very raw. It won't be like Guendouzi in the sense that he's putting a good performances against Chelsea and City relatively. So it might not be on that, but it could be worth a punt. And to be honest, we could probably sell that dream for as much as Arsenal, the French ties, the young players, all of these sort of things. We could probably sell him that dream that Matteo has left Lorient in the second division, and now he's starting the start of the season against Manchester City, the current champions, holding it at the moment, and the previous ones from the year before that, and he'll probably play again next week. So maybe we could give him that target, because how many big clubs are really doing them sort of things? Obviously, you got the Monacos, you got the Schalkes to a degree, Ajax, you've got these other clubs in it, but in the Premier League, there's not much in it, and clearly because Arsenal are lacking, well, we're not lacking financially, but Clearly we're not Manchester United and City, but our intentions are not that way of splashing money and these sort of things. We're under some serious austerity measures, so maybe he's one that's worth a punt. Essentially, I like him a lot. I've spoken about him. If you go and watch all of the scouting videos I've given for more or less all the competitions I've watched since I started doing YouTube, when he's been there, I've named him. But I think the time's come for his own vid, because no one's moved for him. Obviously, we can't move for him until January the least, or if we sign him now, he can't move until January. So yeah, but it could be worth a punt, to be honest with you, because he's 18 now. He's someone I like a lot, man. Some people compare him to Dembele and them things there. I don't know for all of that, but I like him as a footballer. That's the much I can say, and I think it's worth a punt, people. Guys, Deluded, thank you very much for watching. My socials are in the description. Deluded Guno on everything from Twitter to Facebook. The only thing that's different is DGuno, which is on Snapchat. So yeah, man, the descriptions are there. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, comment and them things if you wish. Anywho, I'm out. Thank you for watching. You mean the world, man. Thank you.